Hello, viewers. I'm going to share some thoughts that I have today of kind of what I see with the digital operations and backend fulfillment going forward. What does the future of operations look like for online coaching and consulting and other digital product going forward? So what it says, great question, and one that directly hits at the intersection of macroeconomics, business operations, and human behaviors. Let's break it down. So the macro backdrop driving operations, capital is no longer free. From 2009 to 2021, near zero interest rate, when business could burn cash on ads, software, and teams. Post 2022, with higher interest rate and tighter credit, cash efficiency matters more than growth at all costs. Operations now have to protect margins and make each dollar of acquisition pay back faster. Consumer skepticism is high. After a pandemic boom in digital coaching consulting, we're entering a trust recession. Buyers demand proof of results, not just slick funnels. That puts pressure on back-end delivery. Operations must consistently deliver outcomes, not just promises. The next phase of operation digital business. Here's where I see it going: from ad-driven to experience-driven. In the past, whoever could spend the most on Facebook ads won. Going forward, whoever can drive the smoothest A through Z client experience, onboarding, fulfillment, support, renewals, referrals win. Operation becomes a revenue multiplier, not just a cost center. System over personal hustle. Many coaches, consultants build businesses around the personal energy, but the future favors those who prioritize and systematize. Expect a shift from done for you chaos to prioritize service, standardized workflow, and templatize client journeys. The winners will build a repeatable process that will work with less founder bandwidth. Hybrid human AI fulfillment. AI will take first line delivery, onboarding, Q&A bots, personalized resource curation, client progress tracking. Human coaches and consultants will focus on deep transformation and accountability. Operation will need to design human AI hybrid systems that balance efficiency and trust. Payment and compliance infrastructure. With regulatory circling high ticket programs, FTC lawsuits, merchant dispute, backend ops must include clear contracting guarantees, transparent onboarding and refund flows, stronger merchant account infrastructure, not just Stripe and PayPal. Those who ignore this will face chargebacks, frozen accounts, and reputation damage. Metrics matter. Vanity metrics like views, webinar signups are dying. Operational focus shifts to long-term value, customer acquisition cost, ratio of lifetime value to cost of acquisition, churns and refund rates, and client success percentage. How many achieve promised results. Ops leader will be judged by retention, referral flywheels, not just delivery speed. The roles of operation leaders going forward. Operations online coaching and consulting digital products will look a lot less like keeping the trains running and more like designing the supply side of the business to match the demand side, translating big promises into reliable fulfillment, engineering trust at scale. So every client touchpoint reinforces reliability, optimizing for efficiency because cash is more expensive and competition is global. In other words, the future operator isn't just a back-end office manager, they're the conductor of value chain, making sure promises get delivered and trust compounds into long-term growth. So what most people don't see yet, most coaching consulting businesses will fail not because they can't sell, but because they can't deliver consistently. Those who survive will operate more like boutique firms or micro universities with structured curriculums, measurable outcomes, and scalable systems. Operation will be the differentiator. When clients can't tell if one marketer, coach, consultant is better than the other, they'll choose the one with the seamless, professional, trustworthy backend. So if you're thinking as a skill accumulator, edge is most visionary in the online space, obsessed over sales and brand, but very few understand how fragile the expectations are until it's too late. So your value is designed to supply side architects so that demand side doesn't collapse under normal weight. So what I want to share with is how does the macroeconomic environment influence all of this? First of all, let's layer the macro environment over the future of operations and online coaching, consulting, and digital products. So cost money and the death of cheap growth. So 2009 to 2021, ZIRP, zero interest rate policy, meant cheap credits, business could run as heavy in efficient funnels. Post 2022, higher rate capital has cost again. If every sale doesn't cover its acquisition cost, overhead quickly, businesses bleed out. For opposites means shorter payback window, 30 to 90 days, not years. Ruthless focus on cash efficiency. Operational models must deliver faster, cheaper, more reliably. The trust recession means consumer skepticism. After a pandemic boom, people worry of big promises online. Disposable income is tighter, inflation, stagnant wages, higher credit card debt. So the bar for buying is higher. Optimists build trust every step. Transparent onboarding, consistent communication, documented results. Refund chargeback risk in a tighter economy. Optimists design airtight compliance, clear client success path. Inflation, labor costs, and AI substitution. Inflation pressure, wages, and service costs. Hiring humans for every touch point gets expensive. AI plus automation aren't optional anymore. They're the inflation hedge for a service business. Expect ops to shift towards automated onboarding flow, AI check-in and reporting, and hybrid fulfillment, human plus machine. This makes ops the profit lever, replacing rising labor costs with scalable systems. Debt defaults and consumer liquidity. Consumer credit card debt is record high with delinquent rates rising. That means fewer people can throw $5,000 to $15,000 at coaching package up front. Also have to manage creative payment structure, split pay, subscription, success-based pricing, stronger merchant infrastructure, dedicated accounts, fraud monitoring, and proactive collection system. The business that will survive will be the ones that can operate profitably at lower upfront cash flow without imploding. Regulation and legal scrutiny. FTC and state AGs are increasing target making money online and high-ticket coaching models. In the entire economy, regulatory move faster on consumer complaints. Ops leader must build a compliance framework, clear disclaimers, transparent contracts, document proof of delivery, and client outcomes. Those who don't adapt risk account freezes, lawsuits, and reputational collapse. The bigger picture, micro cycles. If the Fed keeps elevated rate into 2026, 2027, the easy money consumer boom won't return quickly. That means supply side resilience and more than flashy sales. Business will rise or fall on retention. Can you keep clients longer? Referrals. Can clients bring others in organically? Operational scalability. Can the system deliver without burning people or capital? So the bottom line, the macroeconomics have stood the script. Yesterday, sell big, deliver later, patch back in with hustle tomorrow. Deliver first, scale slowly, but reliable with built trust into the DNA. The winners will be those who operate like resilient boutique firms with systems that compound trust instead of high-ticket churn and burn machines. And I really wanted to create this because right now I am working at a done-for-you operations agency, and these are some of the things that I've been really thinking about and want to discuss with our CEO about how do we build it this way, because right now is a lot of things that, as somebody who's really into macroeconomics, I think about these things, but I realize that a lot of coaches, consultants, and even business owners aren't even aware of it. And it's like I'm able to essentially see the back end of how money works, and because of that, the impact that it has. So it's not just about getting more sales, it's about really what kind of sales are we getting and how do we actually deliver on every single sale where the customer feels like they got their promise delivered to them when they gave that money in exchange for something that they value more than the money. And that's why I just wanted to share this and kind of see what actually needs to happen for successful operations going forward when there's tighter macroeconomic environment where money is just not as easy as it was a couple of years ago. So if you like content like this, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll keep creating more content to share my thoughts on macroeconomic topics.